Alright, so this Knife Thoughts video is going to be an unboxing of a knife from DCL Knives, which is a custom knife maker that I have actually had some knives from before. I'm going to use my Spyderco Ikuchi that I'm carrying to get used to for a full review. But I've had some knives from DCL Knives and they've been really cool, but just they've not quite had the features I was looking for, in the sense that the handles have been a little bit small. So I'm hoping that this one, that's not the case, and it will be a good fit for me, but we will see. So let's get this thing open. I want to be really careful not to cut the knife itself in there. It does come in a, well, it has a leather sheath, and I just want to make sure that I don't cut that. So let's see. Looks like it's well packed in there, so I couldn't really tell. It did feel like I was kind of getting into something solid, and I wanted to make sure I wasn't cutting it. So, but I'm excited about this. It looks really nice, and to be honest, I've been following DCL Knives for a long time, and I saw them first on Blade forums. They were making, I'm not sure what all, there's a couple things in here actually. They were actually relatively young. I don't remember how old they were, but pretty young for a knife maker, and just making some really cool knives. And you know, I've gotten a couple of them and don't have any still in my collection, but here's the sheath. And one of the reasons I got this knife is because it has a horizontal carry sheath, which I do prefer over vertical carry. Nice sheath. Some nice tooling on there, nice leather, and there is the DCL Knives logo. So pretty nice there. Looking forward to carrying that horizontal. There's another thing in here which I'm not sure what it is. I think there's something in here. Not even really sure, to be honest. Oh, I know what this is. I believe it's a 3D printed stand for the knife, which is something that they showed on their Instagram recently. So that's kind of a cool little touch. I could display this and you can see the logo there. So pretty cool, actually. And then here is the knife. And it feels like this comes in the same display tube thing that his other knives that I've gotten have come in. And you can see this is blood orange micarta. So looks nice right off the bat. And I do have new lighting, so hopefully it's you know, giving you a good look at this. I'm kind of still experimenting with it, but one thing I liked about this design, and I asked, and this doesn't have a name, but is that the edge sits pretty well below the grip here. Oh, sweet, that's pretty much a perfect grip size for me. Like I said, the previous knives I had from him, the grip was a little small, but this is pretty much perfect. Really cool, kind of aggressive blade shape on it, so I'm happy with that. Nice, very pointy tip. It has a flat saber grind. Let's look at the grind. Looks nice and thinly ground there. Really nice and thinly ground. Feel the edge. The edge feels nice and sharp. Pretty even too, I would say. But one thing with these is that they're really inexpensive for what you get. I think this was $165, and I think that that's a pretty fair price for, you know, a full custom, fully handmade knife with good materials. This is 3V steel. It doesn't say that, but that's what it was, you know, on the Instagram post that I bought it from. So I'm really looking forward to putting this one to use, carrying it. I really like the look of these blood orange micarta handles. He had another one with a bolster, but I thought the bolster went a little low on the knife, but I guess it has to with the pin. So I went with this one, and I think that the grain looks really nice on this. It feels comfortable in the hand. Now you can see a little bit of glue there, so that's something you might not see on a little bit, you know, more expensive knife for sure, but something I have seen on more expensive knives, so not a huge deal there. It does have a lanyard hole. Not real sure that I would use that, but it's a nice touch. You can see that the handle does have some shaping to it, so it should be pretty comfortable in use. And really, I think that this is a cool blade shape. like I say, you know, when you're holding this, you can get the edge pretty much down to whatever you're cutting on, because your grip sits, you know, a little bit above that edge. So yeah, it looks nice. Looks pretty sturdy also, you know, pretty good stock thickness, normal stock thickness, but then it has the saber grind. So really looking forward to putting this one to use, putting it on my belt, carrying it, and seeing how it does. So again, this is an unnamed knife from DCL Knives. Let's see how it does on this stand here. Pretty cool on the stand. And really excited to put it to use. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and you can subscribe to my channel and click the bell so you get notified when I post new videos. I probably will do a full review on this knife after I have carried and used it. Also check out my website, knifethoughts.com, where I post articles on knives like this and knife related topics. And last but not least, as always, don't forget to go out and do good.